Done.
We are live. Just because it's something new and not used to it. It's not very short. It's all the files. Gotta watch what it's saying. Mark's able to see the back. So it's called. Yeah. So I'll just keep that. It's too sensitive. Here, look here. Good. That's too sensitive. Hey, Mitch, is there a mute feature?
I'll turn off the audio probably.
up to the door was on fire. Something going on. I saw some pictures of it. I've seen it too. The doors in the car.
All right, call the meeting to order. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next is adoption of the agenda. If there are no changes, we get a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approval of the minutes for April 17th.
And I do have one correction on the minutes. The final minutes will have Mr. Nichols' name spelled correctly. Other than that, yeah.
It's a pattern.
Sorry.
It's happening in a lot of minutes.
Sorry about that, sir. I thought I corrected it, but
Happens all.
it came out wrong. But it is corrected on the final minutes.
I move adoption of the corrected minutes.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. It's like we don't have any old business, so we'll move on to new business. Public comment. Anyone who wishes to speak from the public?
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, GM Clemens, I want to just rise and thank you for making history today with the first live stream of an RSA board meeting. I really appreciate you doing this in the interest of open and transparent governance. My name is Brian Pickle. I'm a ratepayer and I live in Lake of the Woods. I noticed also that there were 6 viewers, so there are 6 viewers watching, and you all have 140 subscribers. So there is some interest out there in the community, and I just want to thank you for your efforts to live stream and for the public to either view it now or in the future. Thank you very much.
Right. Any other comments from the public? Okay. Customer request, we don't have
We
any.
don't have any today, sir.
Comments from the board.
Just a very quick comment that Supervisor Hale and inviting Supervisor Nichol are interested in meeting with our delegation to the General Assembly to talk about the grant application briefly, so I'll be reaching out to you soon.
Sure.
All right, there's no other comments. We'll go to recognition of retirement. Congratulations on your retirement. This is to Lynn Clements, in sincere appreciation for your dedicated years of service with Rapidan Service Authority. We hope you enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Lynn worked with RSA from 1980 to this very moment. Yeah, get your picture taken, Lynn.
Only with you.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I just wanted to say it's a real honor and privilege to work here for that many years, be able to serve the public, provide the most essential water and sewer for this area. And I also want to thank the board for taking up for the employees and helping them out all these years. And finally, I want to say, I want to thank you for allowing me to volunteer for the fire companies all through the 3 counties. I have the privilege of working with all of the fire departments in all 3 counties. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, next is acceptance of Twin Lakes subdivision section 3C.
Yes, sir. On page 3 of your agenda package, you'll see a memo from Lynn to myself. This is water and sewer main acceptance in Twin Lakes subdivision section 3C. It's been completed. It serves 36 lots on the Saffron Lane area in Locust Grove. And since it is more than 15 units, it requires the board's formal approval and accepting it into our inventory.
Any questions or comments on that? If not, someone care to make a motion?
Move to be accepted into the RSA system. Second.
Any further discussion?
No, sir.
All right, let's do a roll call on that.
Coppage?
Aye.
Elliott?
Aye.
Johnson?
Aye.
And Voorhees.
Abstain.
Mr. Marshall's on.
Good. General manager report.
Be fairly brief, Mr. Chairman. As Mr. Nickel pointed out, we are finally live streaming today, so it's new for us. Even developing a YouTube channel was new for us, but Trace did get it done, and Mitchell is manning the camera for us right now. So I also wanted to go back. Last month we talked about the valve failure that we had in Lake of the Woods. That valve was installed in 2002 as part of the Lakewood Parkway 12-inch water main installation project. During that project, I learned from Lynn, we had 18 12-inch valves installed, 36-inch valves installed, along with 15 fire hydrants. All the valves are Mueller brand, which historically have been good valves, Mueller brand valves. Joe Gonzalez, our manager down there, has been in contact with Mueller. Mueller advised that prior to 2010, they didn't use stainless steel hardware on all their valves. They've gone to that now, but these did not all come with stainless steel hardware. And they have seen something like this occur in what they call hot soil or corrosive soil conditions. From what we understand, most of the soil inside Lake of the Woods that is virgin soil is non-corrosive. But in this particular area, they had hauled some stuff in. They built it up. They rip wrapped it. We're not sure. We're actually going to have some soil sampling done of that site, and then we're going to go through some of the other valve sites, pull soil samples from them too, and see what we get. If the soil sampling shows something strange, then we will start digging those 47 valves up. We'd rather not dig them all up if we don't have to, but we're going to start with soil sampling. So that'll be the next thing. Joe's working on getting that lined up now. But I just want to follow up and let you know what we have learned about that valve and that problem we had.
And I'm sure that we will be prioritizing these based on their proximity to residences.
Yes.
And things of that nature.
And it may only be the 6-inch valves we have to look at, but there were 30 of them installed, so we have 29 left that we may have to check. We've not experienced a problem on the 12-inch valves. We've not experienced this problem before, period, but after talking to Mueller, we will be at least doing some soil sampling where those valves were installed just to see what we might learn. And then we'll follow up from there.
So hardware on the valve itself, not the installation hardware?
No, this is actually the bolts in the top bonnet of the valve. All but one had rusted away. One had not, but all the rest were gone.
We could probably do that without losing service.
Yeah, we probably can. We should not.
One screw at a time, one bolt.
Well, we shouldn't have to lose service if we have to dig them up and do that. So we'll do the soil sampling first, see what that indicates, and then from there make a decision on the next step. And I'll make sure to keep you advised. The next item is just a reminder to the board that our June meeting will be held on Wednesday, June 18th, rather than on the normal Thursday. And we're hoping to have the annual audit for you at that meeting. The last thing I have on my report today is on page 4 of your agenda. You see the financial summary of our position through April of 2025. It's about where we would expect it to be this time of year. So we're still okay at this point and continuing. And that is all I have today, sir.
Okay, attorney report.
Nothing at this time.
Okay. Closed session.
We do have a need for a closed session, Mr. Chairman. I'll read the motion, and then if we can get someone to make that motion and second it. Motion to enter into closed session at the regular meeting of the Board of Members of the Rapidan Service Authority on May 15th, 2025. I move that the Board of Members of the Rapidan Service Authority enter into closed session for the following pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711, parentheses A, parentheses 8. Consultation with legal counsel requiring specific legal matters related to the Wilderness Water Treatment Plant, requiring the provision of legal advice by such counsel. If I could get that made in a motion and a second.
I move that as read.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we are in closed session.
Let's see, congratulations.
He was up until yesterday evening, on this contact. That was the plan. Yesterday.
Don't blame me for not looking forward to it. I don't like getting North Dakota back.
So people are actually here from California that inherited the estates and they got to back them off. So
You gotta go up and do business, to see what
I'll
they
do
do.
it this evening, I'll do it all.
Go ahead and we'll go back in session.
Yeah, I'll-
All right.
Okay, we'll bring the meeting back to order.
Yes, sir, let me read this. Upon leaving the closed session, pursuant to Virginia Code 2.2-3712, parentheses D, parentheses I, only public business matters lawfully exempted from such meeting requirements under the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered in the closed meeting by the RSA board. Should any members of the board believe that there was a departure from the foregoing statement, foregoing requirements, please so state at this time prior to the vote and indicate the substance of the departure that in their judgment has taken place. So I would ask each board member to certify that the foregoing requirements were met by saying aye. Coppedge?
Aye.
Elliott?
Aye.
Johnson?
Aye.
Voorhees?
Aye.
Okay, so we're back in open session now, and we need to, I'm gonna ask the board to amend the, agenda to add an item, 6, what is that? I've scratched through, is it I can't,
6I, yes, sir.
can't see the
6I.
headings here. So 6I, which is, consent order. Can I get a motion to so amend?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so we have amended it, and so we now have a consent order between the state of Virginia and RSA, and Tim, do you want to speak to that?
Yes, sir. Briefly, this is a consent order from the Virginia Department of Health that has to do with the problem we had back in August related to taste and odor down at the Wilderness Water Treatment Plant and the water system down there. We've been working on this, RSA's attorney Stephen and I, for quite some time, and got this final document from the health department yesterday evening around 7:15 or so, with them wanting us to go ahead and get it before the board, at least for consideration today. So we told them we would do that. So it's before you today for your consideration. A lot of time and effort has been spent on it. I think as general manager, I can recommend you go ahead and proceed with it. I believe our attorney will let him speak to that also.
Yes, I concur with that summary. We have been working primarily with VDH on this consent order, and the position we state that it was in, we received and presented to you all. I concur from a legal standpoint and a factual standpoint that it is an appropriate document at this point.
Okay, so is anyone in a position to make a motion to adopt this consent order as negotiated?
Yeah, does the motion need to include authorizing general manager to sign?
Or that, or the chairman or general manager, however you want to do it. Give me either one. I don't think it's, just a moment, let me go ahead and look at the document. I don't think it's.
It doesn't. The signature page doesn't say, so you know.
It doesn't say.
Perfect.
Mr.
I
Chairman.
think as long as the board adopts doing it, then the signing would be based on whatever I think that advises on that, I mean, what the state wants.
Yeah, it can go either way.
Okay.
It's similar to county administrator or chairman board, or in this case, chairman review.
Move that we accept the consent order presented. I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion?
I would though authorize one or the other.
It's part of
To
your
execute,
Okay.
part of your motion. All I was saying was, this, well, I was saying decide which one you want to do.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to sign it, Tim?
That's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
Authorize.
I'll amend the motion to include authorizing the general manager to sign on behalf of RSA.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second.
Any further discussion? Okay, roll call.
Coppage.
Aye.
Elliott.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Voorhees.
Aye.
Okay, so that passes 4-0 with one absence. And get a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.